Are you looking for some good gift ideas for a mountain biker? Or maybe you're just looking for some ideas to put on your own list and you're a mountain biker? Well, these are my 10 favorite ideas for mountain bikers. And they're items that a mountain biker can always use more of. So you don't risk it buying something that they already have. They're all between, say, $10 and $100. And I'm not sponsored, so these are just my favorite items that I'm going to show you to help you with your holiday or birthday or whatever gift shopping. So let's get started in the kitchen. Okay, the first item is a water bottle, and that's pretty easy. I usually get one that's about 20 ounces. I think it's 21 ounces. And I usually get one that's got the purest coating in the middle, in the insides, because that keeps the gunk from kind of building up, and it's easier to clean. And they usually have a good wide mouth on there. So water bottle, and you can pick your favorite color or something that's from a place that you like or you think the cyclist will like. And then to put in the water bottle, I usually put a drink mix, and my 3 favorite, and I'll put links to all of this in the description, and I'll show it on the screen here. Tailwind Sports is not a sponsor, but I love their product. I also like Osmo. Had a few problems a year or 2 ago, but I think they've got back on track. And Scratch Labs. All 3 of those are using a recipe that's sort of scientifically proven. It's got the right osmolality, and so it really hydrates you well and doesn't have a lot of sugar and a lot of food coloring. So those are the ones I like the most. And while we're here, the other thing I grab is some sort of energy bar. I'll put links to my favorites in the description and on the screen, but usually I'll pick one that does not have that much added sugar. And I try to avoid added sugars altogether. So I think it's a safe bet to get somebody something that doesn't have a lot of added sugar, whether it's in the drink mix or in the energy bar. Now we'll go to the garage and check some things out there. The next 2 items that are safe bets are clothing items, and the first one, socks. So these are socks that I really like. They only go about halfway up the calf, and they're wool. So wool is the nicer of the socks that you can get, but you don't need to get wool. You can also get creative. You can get something like this that my brother got me that has the Grinch on it. So it's kind of a fun gift to get people. Choose your own style. Also, gloves are a safe bet. Now, some of these ideas that I have are things that you can get anybody because they can always use more of. And these are really dirty because I use them a lot. What I like about gloves, the kind of gloves that have protection on the knuckles here, because I've broken my knuckles before when I fell. So I always try to get some, and not a lot of them have that. But, it can be anything. So the socks are going to be anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks. Gloves, probably $30 or $40, depending on which ones you get. So those are 2 safe bets that are clothing items. Another safe bet, because you always need more of it, is chain lube. And I'm always trying different chain lubes. So if you have your favorite and you're putting it on your own list, then do that. But if you're buying for somebody else, anything is going to be fine. People will try anything. What seems to be really popular is this brand called Rock and Roll. They like putting really fancy names on it. This other brand is called Muck Off. But I use both of these. They're $10 to $20, and I'm using them every time I ride. I just have my bike on the rack and put some lube on there, and I go through it pretty quickly. So that's a great gift item. Another fun one to get is a multi-tool, and there's many of these out there. And I'm gonna put some links to my favorites. You can spend anywhere between $10 and $100 on these things. This one's just a really simple one, and it's something you can easily put in a pocket or a tool bag. But these are multi-tools that you would use on the trail. This one's kind of fancy. It goes inside the handlebar, so there's a little bit of work that needs to be done. A little more risky if you don't know for sure the person you're buying for wants to put it in their handlebar or do the work to put it in a handlebar. But a lot of different options out there at pretty good prices. And they're kind of nice little jewelry kind of item. So it's jewelry for a mountain biker. By the way, I'm Patrick, and my channel is Road Less Traveled, and it's all about mountain biking. So if you're enjoying this, it would be great if you could subscribe. I would love it. And let's get on to some of the other gifts. So over here I have a couple straps. Now these straps can be used for anything, and I'll put a link to the description. There are a lot of different companies that make these things, but a lot of times I use them this way. I have it here next to one of my bike racks just to help keep the bike stable. But you can also strap things to the bike with these. So they're very useful items, and they're less than 10 bucks a piece. So nice stocking stuffer or little birthday gift or whatever. Now when you get back from your ride, you're always cleaning your bike, and you can just use water and soap. But sometimes it's hard to get the dirt off and some of the grease. So a lot of times having a degreaser. Now there are kits out there or just some degreasing. Again, that Muck Off brand is one of them. That's sort of their bread and butter. So I'll put a few links on for that. One thing I don't like as much is the chain cleaner kits, because they just get really dirty, and it seems like the chain cleaner kits get dirtier than the chain itself, and so you end up spending more time cleaning the kit than you do cleaning the chain. So I generally don't use the chain cleaning kits. Now here's a cool item. This one I got when I was motorcycle riding, but there's a lot of different ones out there, and I'll put that link in the description. But they are magnetic parts holders. So I like the magnetic parts holders because most parts are metal, and you put them in there and you're not going to lose them. And you also take the holder and put it anywhere you want, and it's not going to go away as long as it's stuck on metal. Now this little item here is a little more expensive than $100. It's about $130. So it doesn't fall within that $100 limit, but I really like it. It's something not a lot of people have, so it's a pretty safe bet. If you're buying this for somebody, that they're not going to have it. If they do a lot of their own work on their bike, particularly if they're changing their own tires, this is a really great tool to have, because it allows you to mount the tire on mount the wheel on this here, and allows you to work with the wheel much easier. I have a link I'll put up here that shows how to change tires using this tool. But it really makes life much easier if you're changing your own tires. Now I mentioned one more item that, if you're really feeling generous, is a bonus item for the list. And it's this. Now, yeah, that's like an $8,000 to $12,000 bicycle. It's a Mondraker, and it's called the Mondraker Neat. It's a little mid-power e-bike. I don't have it. I just drool over it on their website. Beautiful looking bike. Can't tell you how it rides, but it's an enduro. It really looks like it's well equipped, and I had to throw that in there just in case you're feeling super generous and you want to surprise a mountain biker, or maybe your birthday's passed or holidays have passed and you want to buy yourself a gift and nobody got you that bike. Two of my favorite online retailers are Competitive Cyclist and Jensen USA, which a lot of the links point to, but you can get it from Amazon, and definitely go to your local bike shop if you have one, and they'll have most of these items. Well, I hope you found this video useful and at least one of those ideas you can use. I'll see you next time.